Hello, hello. We are
Hi.
back and we are live again. So, welcome to a new episode or a new season actually of Weekend Bytes, your go to guide on digital biz and more. And in keeping with our goal for this series, on this episode, we'll be breaking down what social media marketing is in simpler terms. And we'll also share with you why we chose to make the most out of social media to grow our respective businesses. But before that, we'll do quick introductions first for those who are watching us for the first time. So, I am Mel. I'm an accountant by profession, a foodie, a fur mom, a wife, and also a proud digital business owner and mentor for 2 years now. I'm coming to you live from Bicol, Philippines.
Yes, thank you, Mel. Hello, everyone. I'm Ayin. I'm a digital business owner and coach. I'm a wife, a mom, and I'm very happy to be back after a long season break. Di ba? Naka 1 month din tayo sa season break, ladies.
Parang sem break.
Yes, break lang.
Ayan. So, hello, Mel and Ayin. So happy to see you both back on our brand new series. Hello, everyone. My name is Liz, and I am a OFW living here in Dubai for more than 14 years. I'm a supply chain and retail planning professional. I'm a wife. I'm a cat mom, and also a digital business owner and mentor for 2 years now. Ayan. Thank you for joining us on this brand new season.
Yeah. So we'll start season 2 with a bang. Social media marketing 101. If you're not yet on social media or any platform up to this day, then you must be living under a rock. I don't know where you would be. You wouldn't be watching us as well now, di ba? And if you're a business owner naman and you aren't on social media, we think that you're actually missing out on a lot of essential opportunities. And we say essential because nowadays social media is no longer optional when it comes to growing your business. It's essential to reach your customers, gain valuable insights, and grow your brand, which you can do best through social media, which is more cost efficient. Kumbaga, it's less expensive than traditional marketing campaigns that you do on billboards, TVCs, or even radio advertisements kung meron mang gumagawa pa niyan ngayon. I mean, here in Bicol, marami pa rin radio advertisements. But yeah, we'll share with you how we actually use social media in the most productive way we can using our own social media platforms in this business. And then we'll share here fundamental ideas and also reasons and some stats inserted along the way as to why we chose social media. I think one of the reasons or maybe inhibitions of some people to use social media is sometimes they feel it's too technical or too difficult to learn. But coming from our experience, who are not really very tech savvy, everything can be learned through training and just keep that learning mindset. So first off, I guess what is social media marketing? Okay, let's try to break it down in simpler terms. So, social media marketing uses social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok to market products and services and engage with customers and reach new ones. It's also known as digital marketing or e marketing, which is the use of social media, the platforms on which people use social networks to share information and to also build a company's brand, increase sales, and even drive website traffic. So here you will share with you some samples, I guess, on some of the posts that we have and even the channels that we use. So we have here our website, us actually doing social media on our phones, and we also have live broadcasts like this one to do promotions on our businesses and also our brand. So, putting it simply, social media marketing means maximizing social media platforms to promote your brand or business, sell your product or service, and drive website traffic. Questions
Yes.
so far?
Is it a lecture, teacher Mel? So there, thank you for that brief explanation of social media marketing, Mel. But of course, we also want to show you what are the online media platforms that we use. So these are the social media platforms that we use. I'm sure you're very familiar with this.
Mhm.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, and there, a lot of us are very active users of these. If not, at least very familiar kayo with these platforms, right? So, kayo ladies, nung before ba ng digital business, ano yung mga platforms na meron kayo? Meron kayong accounts before kayo nag-digital business?
Ako, for
Ako,
sure, meron
a goal is.
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
Pinterest
Ako
actually is
rin.
one of my favorite
Mm-mm.
tools kasi it's really good for scrapbooking. Especially
Yes.
when we were planning for wedding, as in yung mga pinned
Yes.
boards ko, mga wedding
Correct.
plan related. Ayan, super helpful.
Yes. Mm-mm. Ikaw naman,
Same,
Mel.
same. That same din
Yes.
kay Liz when we were planning for our wedding, doon lang din ako nag-Pinterest. So I also started with just Facebook. I still don't have TikTok, so I'm probably missing out a lot there. And
True.
then I also have Instagram. Twitter, I also have, pero bihira ko lang din siya gamitin. And then, yeah, of
Mhm.
course, LinkedIn and YouTube just recently as well.
Yes.
Yes,
Ako
me too.
naman,
Mhm.
yes. Yun, ako naman, before ng digital business, meron na rin Facebook, of course, IG, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. And before, I use it primarily to connect with friends or yung mga marites mode, ano bang latest chika, what is the news, right? But now, when we went into this business, I now have Google and YouTube channel. So, ang daming uses ng social media. That's why, look at these figures here in the presentation. In the users of social media, it's 4.65 billion around the globe. So it's around 58% of the total population. So makikita mo na malaking room for growth pa ang social media. And an average of 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours average daily use of social media per person. So if in FB alone, around 2.9 billion users, YouTube also 2.5 billion, IG 1.4 billion, TikTok around 1 billion din. It's one of the fastest growing social media platforms out there. Twitter and Pinterest around 465 million naman ang mga users. So, makikita nyo na grabe talaga nandyan ang mga tao. Yan.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And from following from what Ayin is saying, di ba? So we know that a lot of people are already on social media. So for us
Mm-mm.
business owners and for those potentially looking for to run also their businesses, we can
Mm-mm.
really say that social media is where your customers are, di ba? So
Mm-mm.
in this next slide, we will go through these different social media platforms and i-highlight natin ano ba yung mga stats niya, ano ba yung mga differences between social media platforms kasi iba-iba rin talaga siya ng features and then meron siyang specific uses din. Okay. So let's start with Facebook. I'm sure 9 if not 10 out of 10 sa mga nanonood sa atin ngayon have their own Facebook profiles, right?
Yes.
So let us know sa mga current viewers natin if you do have a Facebook. And do you know when you started your Facebook account? Okay? As a
Yeah.
trivia, kailan kayo nag-start mag-Facebook? Kasi ako, I had to look into my settings. There's a way for you to look into your Facebook profile settings. I think you go to
Yes.
settings, privacy, personal information, and you can see there kailan kayo first nag-sign up sa Facebook. Okay? And for me, I realized I signed up in July 2009. Okay, so that's many, many, many years ago. Okay? All right, so let us know in the comments when did you start using Facebook. Okay?
Ako
So,
naman,
clear
ako si,
ikaw,
ay, parang 2008, if I remember it
2000,
right.
magkaka sa akin
Yes.
ng 1 year. Ikaw, Mel, kailan?
Pwede bang wag mo sabihin kasi mahalata yung age? Bro,
Para tayo.
hindi. 2009 din.
So
And
Nahalata
then,
daw yung
2009. So, as we said, kagaya ng sabi ni Ayin, so, Facebook is the largest social media platform in the world. Okay?
mm,
So, ano makikita natin sa Facebook? As you would know, of course, photos and links, information, and live videos. It's very useful for relationship or network building, di ba? Dito natin hahanap yung mga classmate natin nung elementary or nung kinder, di ba? Yung mga kapitbahay nyo sa dating yung bahay or yung mga teachers nyo sa school. So, it's a very large network that you can really tap into. Okay? So, that's why it's very useful also if you want to advertise. Kasi nga, there's a lot of people using Facebook. Okay? The only struggle daw ngayon with Facebook, and I think for those of us working in the online space, is medyo nagiging weaker yung organic reach kasi they are more focusing on paid content. Ayan. So we will tackle more of that in the next episodes. Okay. So
Okay.
after Facebook, we are saying that the next largest social media platform is YouTube. It's not here on the slide, but as you would know, YouTube is what? YouTube has the second highest number of users next to Facebook because video is king. I'm sure you would agree that videos, get your attention much better than photos, text, or links, di ba? It's very easily consumed. So video is king. Kaya so many industries are using YouTube. So, for example, restaurants can use YouTube or videos to upload their demos, how they do their live cooking, for example. And dito rin nagkaroon ng growth in terms of vloggers, of influencers, di ba? Ayan. So, the only downside daw with YouTube is that it's quite costly, di ba, to create content sometimes that's of real high quality that people would actually like or consume. So, yun yung downside ng YouTube. Our next favorite platform is Instagram. Okay, ako, to be honest, late na ako nag-Instagram. I'm mga
Late
2000,
bloomer.
late siguro ako sa Instagram, 2018 lang ako nag-Instagram. Would you believe? Kayo ba?
Ako 2015.
Wow,
Ako
okay, guys are
2014. Actually, mas
ah,
Ay,
prefer
wow.
ko Instagram than Facebook before.
Mm-mm.
Ngayon medyo pantay na.
medyo
Yeah.
patay. And I think you would agree with me that Instagram is very focused on real quality photos, 'di ba? As iba talaga yung IG game,
Dapat
'di ba? Yung
maganda.
grid, maganda yung grid mo, yung photography mo is like on point. So, this is very useful daw for adventures and inspiration. So, mga businesses like e-commerce, fashion, tourism, and design, they really find success using Instagram as a social media tool for their business. Diba? Very interesting. Ayan. And then, LinkedIn naman, I'm sure for many of us who are working professionals, LinkedIn is actually the largest professional network. Ayan. So, LinkedIn is more for, educational materials. You will find in here short or long form content. And then this is very useful for networking with your similar or different industries, di ba? So, kailangan talaga ng mga businesses who are in B2B, if you have a product or service that you would want to offer to other professionals, then LinkedIn is your way to go. Um, there are two more mentioned in here, Pinterest and TikTok. So we would look at TikTok because sabi nga ni Mel, di ba? Parang kami na lang yata yung walang TikTok account. Raise your hand kung TikTok account. Yan. Pero TikTok really is the fastest growing social media platform. And I think it's very evident that people find it really fun and entertaining, but also educational and informative. Diba? Hindi lang siya all about dancing or doing this very beautiful transitions. It's also very informational. So maybe Mel and I would have our own TikTok accounts in the near future. Let's see.
Soon you'll see you
Oh,
there.
very good for influencer marketing, by the way, both Instagram and now TikTok. So a lot of influencers are seeing success using these two platforms for their business. Ayan. So
Ay,
those are some of the popular social media platforms. Pinterest is also here, like we said, although for us in our business model, we don't use Pinterest as much as the other platforms. Ayan. Sino pang Wala akong TikTok. Si Ayin may TikTok ka na, di ba?
Yes, I have TikTok. Also, welcome, Luville. So, ano yan, magaling sa
Good
TikTok game
morning,
yan.
Actually,
Ayan.
sobrang
So,
nag-evolve na rin yung platforms, di ba, Liz, from how they were when we joined. Like, I just remembered LinkedIn also introduced yung parang stories niya. So,
yes.
nag-evolve din yung mga platforms na to.
Mm,
They become more social and also more user-friendly in a way, no?
Yes. And I did remember before wala namang, like you said, aside from stories, yung Facebook wala namang live videos like this.
Hmm.
'Di ba? Parang it was previously from YouTube lang, but because like we said earlier, video is king. Talagang Facebook wanted to optimize its platform to reach more audiences, organic audiences. Kaya they introduced Facebook Live, which we are very thankful kasi we can use it, no?
True.
Yeah. Anything to add to that, maybe Ayin or Luville, on how it changed during the past couple of years? How it changed before? May naalala pala ako actually. Speaking of social media platforms, I'm sure our generation would remember the social media platforms that are no longer existing right now. And
yes,
merong
yan.
Friendster at Multiply.
Friendster!
Multiply, MySpace.
Oo,
Yun,
Multiply. I love Multiply.
see, I told
Yeah.
you. Even I love Multiply. As in, remember, doon kami nagda-dump ng mga pictures namin kasi it can accommodate so many photos at the same time. As in, album, like 100 photos, ganyan.
Oo.
We were sad na nawala na siya. Ang dami kong mga old photos doon.
Pati music, no? Audio, you can upload.
Yes, yes, yes. Doon nauubos yung oras namin ni Loville before sa Multiply.
Oh, saka, feeling blogger, no?
True, ayan. So, Friendster is no longer here. Multiply is no longer here. Even MySpace has already exited the scene. So, what can we say about the future of social media platforms then, if that's the
Hold
case?
on. I have a question pala.
Mm.
Kailan kayo nag-join ng Facebook?
Ako, 2008.
2008.
2009, sorry.
2009.
2009?
Oo.
So,
Ako
pare-pareho
2000,
tayo. Sorry, Ayin?
2008.
2008 din.
Oh, nauna ka. 2009 ako nag-Facebook.
Oo.
Yeah, so ang laki na ng difference, no, from when we first joined Facebook to now, and who would have thought that we would eventually be using Facebook as another income source, 'di ba?
True.
And
Kaya medyo
kamusta
pantay na for
naman?
me yung Instagram at Facebook eh. Kasi for
Yes.
business nagagamit
Oo.
siya eh.
Kamusta naman yung evolution ng posts nyo from 2009 to 10 years after?
Gosh, kailangan pakita yung first profile picture.
Minsan kaya pag may, 'di ba yung ano yan, yung anong tawag doon, yung ipapakita yung mga post mo before.
Yung parang
Memory.
memories mo sa Facebook, 'di ba?
Papatanong ko na lang, bakit ko ba pinost to? Yung mga ganyan.
Tsaka may nabasa akong post dyan, which was really funny. There was this article na sinasabi, you're around this age, if meron ka sa Facebook mo na mag-post ka ng, what's this, like, hashtag, like, simply me, or something, or like, hashtag me, ganon. Mga jeje hashtags during that time for Facebook. And, yeah.
'Di ba? Sobrang laki na ng difference when we first started with Facebook and now that we're also using Facebook as an income source. And then na-experience nyo din ba yung mga yung evolution? Ito nakakatawa kasi yung evolution ng post natin depende rin sa season ba ng buhay, 'di ba? So nakikita mo doon na ang papayat pa nung iba, some were still in school, tapos ngayon family life na ang pinopost.
True.
Yes. And ang dami ding inintroduce ni Facebook, not just Facebook, no, but Instagram. As you've mentioned, nagkaroon ng mga FB stories, diba? And then FB Reels, IG Reels, then came in TikTok, LinkedIn, ang dami na. And as for our business model, you don't have to be in all and every platform to make this work for you. You can choose the platforms that you are most comfortable with and start from there, no? Hindi mo kailangan lahatin kung hindi naman talaga. Like for us in the business when we started, I remember we started with Facebook. And then about uh almost 2 years after, then we also did YouTube. And then recently we did TikTok, but still andun pa lang sa start pa lang eh. And kailangan pa magkaroon ako ng COVID bago kami mapa-TikTok. Kasi syempre, when you're in isolation, ganyan. So, sabi ko, sige, let's do the TikTok. So, kaya kami nag-start ng TikTok. And super galing ng mga tao sa TikTok. Grabe, super creative sila. You don't have to be dancing naman like what others are doing, no? You just have to enjoy it, find what works for you. And then for nabasa ko din to na ako admittedly yung aming pamimili ba, shopping, super influenced by social media. Kayo ba?
Yes.
Ano
Craving.
yung mga binili nyo because of social media?
Budol finds.
Kami madami pagkain. Yung may bigla na lang lalabas sa feed mo, lalo na si Yar, makikita niya,
Oo.
uy, may bagong, kunwari, ramen place, o bibili
Yes, same.
talaga,
Because of social media. Kami, recently, because of social media, nabudol kami ng $499 na robot vacuum.
Wow!
Ito yung bilog.
Yung bilog.
Yes, yung bilog.
Ganyan. Yeah, I know what you mean. Gosh.
Yes. Nabudol kami nito lang last weekend, no? Kasi napapanood ko siya sa social media. Merong isang content creator na pagising niya sa umaga, habang nagpe-prepare siya ng breakfast, ino-on niya na yung kanilang robot vacuum. Ino-on niya na. So habang nagluluto siya, naglilinis na yun, nag-vacuum na sa ground floor nila. Tapos pag habang nagbe-breakfast daw sila, ililipat niya daw si Sharky ang tawag niya. Kasi shark robot yun. So habang nagbe-breakfast sila, ililipat niya na sa second floor, doon naman sa carpet part. So, sabi na, wow, napaka-convenient. Sige nga. So, nagbasa din kami ng reviews. Dito, hindi na kami dito hindi kami nakakapanood ng ads sa TV. Kasi we're just using Netflix eh. Netflix, Disney, Prime. So, wala talagang, di ba? Walang ads. So, saan kami nakakakita ng ads? Sa social media. Plus, ito ngang mga content nila. So, I've read that 67% of those who are not using of those who are using social media are actually buying because of social media. Yung mga napapanood. Ang laking percentage, no? Kahit hindi sa isip mo, you're not looking for anything to buy. Pero may napanood ka, may nakita ka. Sabi, oy.
Add to cart.
True. So social media will still continue to change the landscape of how people buy things, of how people shop, of how people connect with each other. Ganyan pa rin.
Totoo yun. And it's not even product-centric, di ba? Like yung robot, tawag mo doon, cleaner.
Vacuum.
Nakita ko siya from a cat video, kaya parang interesting din siya sa akin. So parang gusto ko tuloy bumili kasi gusto ko i-try si Hisi or si Cloudy na isakay doon. Not for any other reason. So nakita mo din yung post or social media marketing na hindi siya minsan intentional on the product.
Yes, they're not trying to sell to you, di ba? Kaya parang maengganyo ka kasi hindi ka sinesale stock.
Oo. So I think that's a good good thing about social media, di ba? Parang it's not hard selling. It's just like, yung subtle,
Yes.
soft selling skills ang ginagawa nito. Nakakatawa. Parang gusto ko rin, parang kailangan ko rin yung robot vacuum na yan. Kasi yung mga buhok-buhok ko dito sa mga
Ang ganda ng reviews, especially for those with kids daw. Tsaka pag nag-hair fall, tapos yung may mga
oh,
pets na nag-shed.
shed.
Oo nga.
Uh,
Pero
Naging
teka, baka
TikTok na
maging
yan
ano
pag
'to,
nagamit
maging
mo.
ad to for ano, for the
Oo,
vacuum. Maiba tayo.
sa atin vacuum na ang
Balik
ano.
balik tayo kasi baka isipin na nagbebenta tayo ng vacuum.
And magbasa
So,
muna tayo ng
ayun,
Oo.
Comment.
comments, oo.
marami tayong nanonood.
So, thank you
Ay,
Ayan.
guys for
hi
tuning
Janelle.
in.
Wow, Ma'am Mel. Hello,
Haha,
Paris.
Hello,
Hi,
Ma'am
Janelle. Yes, I
Mel.
hope
Hello.
we're making you proud. Janelle is very millennial.
Nax.
Hi,
Ayan.
Angel. Thank you for tuning in. Anong
Ayan.
year ka nag-Facebook, Angel? And RD, watching from Sydney, anong mga year ka nag-Facebook or nag-Instagram? We want to find out. Malaman natin, magkakabatch ba tayo sa social media? Krista, watching from Manila. Hello, hello. Thank you, Mommy Krista.
Yes, ito pa.
And napaghahalata ang edad ng mga Friendster. Uy, naalala
Yes.
niyo ba sa Friendster nanghihingi kayo ng testimonials?
Yun ang gusto ko doon.
Oo.
Binigyan mo ba akong testimonials noon, Louise?
I'm sure.
I joined 2002. Sobrang simple pa lang din, yes. Parang hindi pa ganun. Ngayon kasi parang there's Facebook algorithm, there's,
Yes.
so many things na before, malay ba naman natin sa mga ganyan. Alam lang natin, we connect with our old classmates, our relatives maybe, perhaps. So many memories.
Yes.
Ayan.
And lastly,
Homebodies Mudo.
Hello,
ayan, mga
kapitbahay.
I'm guilty. I just remember,
ayan.
this one small trivia that I read about earlier. Of course, now that we are working online, we are using Facebook advertising, di ba? We're using Facebook advertising to reach our potential customers. And did you know that it was only in 2004 that
Mm-mm.
Facebook advertising happened? It was named before as flyers. Imagine. Flyers.
Trivia.
Oo.
Oo.
Tapos parang 3 years later, meron silang tinatawag na Flyers Pro or something. Ito na yung advertising nila. Kasi syempre, of course, with any social media platform that's free, they need to be able to generate money rin, di ba? To pay for their server, their back office, ganyan. Hence, there's now Facebook advertising. Yan.
Yes. And ano siya, before hindi naman natin alam yung Facebook flyer na yan. Kasi ngayon, alam mo na may mga advertisement sa Facebook kasi it's getting more sophisticated. Meron ka lang ma-type somewhere na, you're looking for, ayan, vacuum or looking for a food. Lalabas na yung mga advertisement doon sa mo. So, that's also the reason why. So, doon tayo sa next topic natin. Why do we use social media? Yan. So, let's talk about its benefits. So, number one, bakit ba natin nilagay yung business natin dito sa social media? Because here in the online space, nandito yung mga tao. Right? This is where the customers are. So, sa viewers natin tonight, so for example, if meron kayong brick and mortar businesses and if you're looking for a location where you want to open your physical store, maybe sabihin na natin food kiosk. Ano ba yung main consideration nyo on choosing where to put your traditional business? Like for you, for example, Mel, kung ikaw maghahanap ng pwesto ng store mo, ano yung main consideration mo? Sa
Location
inyo
pa
rin,
rin, oo. With the
Yes,
location
traditional
mo.
true.
business,
Food
location.
traffic no? Kung may
Yes.
pinupuntahan ka ng tao.
Exactly, food traffic. Kasi number one yan, maghahanap ka talaga ng place kung saan maraming dumadaan. Kasi doon makikita yung business mo doon doon mo mahanap yung possible customers mo. So that's the very reason why we are using social media and social media marketing. Kasi like I mentioned kanina doon sa statistics, it's enough proof yung social media is the best place where you can put your business, right? If you're a business owner and you're not using social media to promote your business, it's like you're limiting your business potential. You are also kumbaga you're also limiting yung income mo doon sa physical store mo lang. But here in social media, it's simple. Di ba tayo dito sa business natin, we create our brand, we advertise to attract our market, and that's it. So very simple naman na concept. And then, just like yan, 'di ba nandito yung mga tao sa social media. Ang maganda din, speaking of market, yung attracting of our market, this is, saan pa kayo makakakuha ng marketplace wherein yung whole world is your audience, right? Dito sa online media platforms lang yon, I think. 'Di ba? Yung just like us, we have expanded our businesses all over the globe. Saan ba kayo? Southeast Asia for me, UAE, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Canada, yan, Keloville, Europe, Middle East, Australia, 'di ba? And this massive business growth wouldn't be possible if we didn't take advantage of social media, right?
True.
And ang maganda pa dito, dahil nandito tayo sa social media, we open more communication channels with our customers, right? So
Yeah.
yun, with this, with social media, parang we also create trust with our audience. Kasi when they see us active in social media, like ako, yung na-mention ni Loville kanina, may nakita ka lang sa TikTok, may nakita kang brand, may nakita kang mga reviews, maganda yung mga reviews, you will
Mhm.
really check it out. So through social media, you can really create or gain new customers base. And tayo, 'di ba? We engage with our customers, we can easily and effectively interact with our customers. Kung nasaan na kahit nasaan pa tayo sa mundo, yung potential customers natin, we can connect with them without the need for physical meet up, 'di ba? And we can chat with them any time of the day. So, yun yung maganda dito sa social media and social media marketing. You'll be able to know what your customers want. You can address yung questions nila about the business. And makikita mo na pag doon sa through our post in the business, nakaka-relate sila. And yung content mo, when your audience see the value of your content, parang isa sila sa mga ready market base natin dito sa business. So, yon. Kayo ladies, ano pa bang mga bakit tayo nasa social media platforms?
Ako ang may add ko dyan, no? And you briefly touched on that already, Ayin, yung highly targeted audience. Kasi again, for any type of business, whether it's traditional, brick or mortar, or digital business, you would want to make sure that your product or your service is
Mm-mm.
directed toward a specific audience. Para saan ba? Sino bang audience mo? Kasi different businesses would also need different audiences, di ba? So what is muna a social media target audience? Let's define it. So it's a group of people that you've identified that you want to appeal to. For example, if you are selling cat food, of course, or pet food, of course, you would direct people like Mel and me because we are cat parents, right? Similarly, if you have a robot vacuum again, you would direct it to parents who would want to ease their time in cleaning out. You would direct it to, Luville and Ayin because they have young kids to look after and they have busy, housework to do. So again, depending kung ano yung business mo, you would need to identify ano yung audience mo. Okay? So, if you know who your audience is and you know kung saang platform sila nag engage, then of course, you would naturally use the same platforms to be able to communicate with them. Diba? Sabi nga ni Ayin, diba? Parang if your audiences are on Facebook, if your customers are on Facebook, you should also be in Facebook. If you think your customers are in TikTok, for example, then you should also be in TikTok. Right? So, kasi ang mga tanong mo dyan, parang ano ba yung mga gustong makita ng audience ko? Ano ba yung mga kailangan nila? Ano ba yung mga hindi nila kailangan pero parang kailangan pala nila? So you need to be able to use a certain kind of voice, tone, di ba? Kasi different platforms nga, you cannot use the same tone that you're using in, let's say, Instagram, maybe in
Oh,
LinkedIn,
yes, yes.
kasi it's
Super.
professional,
Different
and maybe
audience.
TikTok is again different from LinkedIn again, di ba? So you would need to be able to identify those audiences, and with social media, you can highly targeted them. And of course, the better quality of audience or customers you have, the better results you would have in your business. Di ba?
Exactly.
Yeah. Maganda yung point that Loville tuloy, Liz and Ayin mentioned about knowing your customers or knowing your market. Kasi with traditional media, 'di ba? If you play a TV commercial or meron kang billboard diyan, hindi mo naman talaga malalaman yung reactions ng mga tao, 'di ba? Unless they actually post it on social media or you do a traditional focus group discussion or other traditional marketing that you do. So with
Uy,
social
naka-join ako
media,
nun dati.
oo.
Focus group
Actually maganda rin
discussions
'yun.
'pag may
Oo.
i-launch na ano, 'di ba, na
Mm.
product.
Correct,
Mm.
correct. Tapos parang storyboard muna siya, ito yung ad and then how you
Mhm.
would feel about the ad being shown. So, medyo costly yon compared to social media. When you run an ad, aside from mas real-time siya as much as possible, highly measurable din siya. And for marketers, they call it the social equity. So, kung paano nagre-react yung people on your marketing campaign, so dun mo din ma-measure in a way yung return on investment mo on the particular ad or the particular campaign that you ran. So we're not social media marketing experts, bloggers, or celebrities to be teaching things about social media, but we'll share with you siguro since we call it social media marketing 101 na rin, we'll share with you some common terms that we not really use, but somehow it helps to know when you run an ad. So for example, here, what is reach? So reach is how many unique views or how many unique number of users has seen your post. So for example, when a post becomes viral, that's when the reach actually blows up kasi maraming tao yung nakakita ng post, nag-share, nag-save, nag-click. And then impression naman is how many times a post has been shown in the news feed. So ito naman, medyo highly influential with the algorithm of the social media platform. Frequency is impressions divided by reach. But simply put, it's how many times a post has been shown or has been seen by a unique user. So, eto, medyo careful lang din tayo when it comes to running ads kasi sometimes they call it the
Mhm.
post or ad fatigue na
Yeah.
you're targeting the same people and you're showing the same post. Sometimes it helps kapag, kunyari, in the marketing cycle, they're already about to add to cart or do that purchase. So it helps to remind them na, uy, meron ka pang nasa cart mo, or they will show you ads to say na merong ibang alternative products that you can buy since you search for this particular product. Let's say a vacuum, di ba? And
Oh,
then,
and sometimes they also email you to give you a coupon, a discount
Ah,
coupon.
just sweetens the deal.
okay.
Yes.
I think in some e-commerce apps may ganun din sila.
Mm-mm.
So, which I think may social media aspect na rin, even yung mga e-commerce na apps, 'di ba? They already have live streams of their products. So, nag-evolve din talaga siya. And then engagement. Ito, you constantly hear this, does the post have engagement? So it's simply put na how many likes, shares, comments, or saves that you have. But I guess what I want to stress here, when it comes to our digital business, wag kayong pa-pressure when it's, for example, your post didn't get as much likes or shares. Kasi as we go back to the knowing your market, sometimes it's also about creating your own niche or baka hindi lang masyadong nakaka-relate yung audience na tinatarget mo. Or pwedeng yung audience na nakakita nun, hindi rin masyadong ma-react. So, I guess just to put in context na we're not really asking everyone to be experts on social media. So just try to learn, I guess, how to go about making the
True.
most out of social media.
Yes. Yes. You don't have to go viral to have a
True.
working ad or to succeed in this business.
True. Oh, kasi baka yun naging notion eh, parang hindi naman ako una sa lahat, parang hindi sila ma-social media. How much more, parang, is there a demand na maging viral pa yung video ko or yung post ko or what? Like this lady said, you don't have to do, you just need to learn how social media works and what works to your advantage. But you don't need to go viral to be successful in an online business like ours.
True, true.
Yan.
Ayan. And then one last, I think. Oo.
Yeah.
Do the honors,
One
Luville.
last,
Oo.
ito, paborito ko din to eh. Because of the internet now, when your business is online, it's accessible anytime. It works 24/7. Especially if you know how to utilize the chatbots, 'di ba? Yung mga automated. It can really work to your advantage. It will save you time. Of course, iba pa din yung personal touch, no? But you can do it naman kapag available ka na, 'di ba? Sundan mo yung thread nila. But if you can maximize really your business, put it out there in the internet. Internet never sleeps. You can sleep, but the internet never sleeps. 'Di ba? It will be to your advantage talaga. Your business will grow rapidly if you know how to utilize social media and try out all these techs. You don't then again you don't have to be an expert, but you can start trying it and see if it will work for your business, if it will get you better results.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yan. So, should we look at some additional comments before we go? I think just a few more comments in here.
This is for
Hello,
you.
Christopher.
Hello, ladies.
Ito naman. This is for me. Hello, Kath. Hello, Cha
Ah.
and ladies.
Hi.
Yes. Good evening dyan sa
Thank
Singapore.
you.
Singapore. This one
Hello,
is
Yen.
Marietta. Hello, hello, ladies.
Hi, thanks for
Yes.
tuning in, Yang. In.
And Daniela. Good morning, ladies.
Hello,
Hello. Good
Daniela.
morning.
Good morning. Thank you for watching, everyone. And yun nga, there you go, everyone. Today, madami talaga, social media and social media advertising, it's a very broad topic. So at least kahit paano meron kaming mga na-discuss today, at least today we've learned why social media is an integral part of businesses today. And pag ginamit natin siya strategically, it can really help you create and improve your brand and optimize yung business growth natin. That's why we are here, di ba? And also, social media marketing, proven yan to be one of the most cost-effective and effective methods for long-term business growth. So, that's why nandito kaming apat and thousands of digital entrepreneurs globally are on the digital space. So here in the digital business, a big chunk of your task is social media marketing. And masasabi namin when it comes to social media marketing, the four of us, we can definitely help you with that. Right, ladies? So we'll share our knowledge to you and experience and guide you in running your businesses so that it can thrive by leveraging on social media and social media marketing. So, if you're interested in what we are doing and excited to run your business in the digital space, do reach out to us or sign up on our websites. It will be flashed in a bit after this episode, and we'll be sending you more details on how you can start your business. So there, thank you, ladies. Thank you for our viewers for tonight and morning there in Canada. Tune in again next time on Weekend Bytes, your go-to weekend guide on digital business and more. So thank you very much for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.